Welcome back to Mysteries with Shan, where the strange, dark, and unsettling stories come to life. Today's mystery takes us to the quiet hours of the night on March 7, 2005. A 64-year-old man named John Manine crouched low in the bushes of his small Ugandan village. All around him, hidden in the tall reeds near a lake, his neighbors did the same, holding their breath, eyes scanning the darkness for movement. The village was silent. Not peaceful silence, but the kind that presses in on you, thick with fear. Because for the past 14 years, people from this village had been dying. Not from disease, not from war, but something else. Something horrifying. One by one, 83 people had vanished or turned up mutilated. That's 10% of the entire village. Gone. No one saw what happened. No one survived to tell. And eventually, people began to believe that something supernatural was at work. Some whispered it was a demon. Others believed it was God's punishment. And so they stopped fighting it. They stopped asking questions. But not John. John was a father to 9 children and a grandfather to 31. He remembered the days when kids played freely near the lake, when people didn't fear the night. And he refused to accept that these deaths were just a part of life now. Then, one day, a young boy went missing. No body, no trace, just gone. That was it for John. He rallied his fellow villagers and said, "Tonight, we end this." And so, for the first time in over a decade, the villagers took action. They formed a stakeout team, hiding in bushes near the edge of the village, at a place they called the Butchery. A chilling nickname, earned because most of the village's dead had either last been seen here or were found nearby, near the still waters of a dark lake. That night they waited, all night, and nothing happened. They did it again the next night, and again, and again. 6 nights in a row. No movement, no answers, just silence and exhaustion. People began to lose hope again, but John didn't stop. He convinced the villagers to try one last time, a final stakeout. This time, they would use bait. John and a few others hung raw organ meat in the trees around the butchery, attaching hooks to it like primitive traps. The theory was simple. Whatever, or whoever, was behind the killings wanted flesh. Then they waited. Hours passed, and then, just before dawn, the silence broke. A deep rumbling sound rolled across the water. Low, guttural, unnatural. It was coming from the lake, but the darkness made it impossible to see. Then, faint ripples disturbed the surface. Something was moving. Suddenly, a massive silhouette rose from the water, its presence swallowing the silence whole. And then it charged, not at the people but straight for the hanging meat. The trap snapped shut. The creature thrashed violently, roaring, struggling to break free. John, heart racing, sprinted back to the village yelling for help. Within minutes, 50 villagers rushed toward the butchery. And that's when they finally saw it clearly. It was no demon. It was the largest saltwater crocodile ever recorded in Uganda. 16 feet long, over 2,000 pounds. A prehistoric beast. For 14 years, this monster had silently hunted the villagers, snatching people from the shore and dragging them into the black water. No one had seen it and lived until now. The authorities were called. Though the villagers wanted revenge, the government refused to let them kill it. Instead, the crocodile was captured and relocated. And just like that, the killing stopped. The demon was real. It had just been hiding in plain sight, beneath the still black water. So the next time you're near a quiet lake in the dead of night, ask yourself, how sure are you that you're alone?